I've been in Rotary, this is the 27th year. And when I started in Rotary, I looked around at all the things that were happening. It was very exciting. And about 11 years ago, I heard about Friendship Exchange. You are the very first club that's going to know the possibility, because I spoke to, I just came back from Panama, and I spoke to the district governor, and there's a possibility that we are going to have a Friendship Exchange in Panama in January, when it's not a rainy month, the weather's not bad, but it's very exciting, and it'll only be a week long. It'll give you an opportunity to enjoy something, living in a Rotarian's home, maybe 2 different homes, and to see a culture very different from ours. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you about Rotary, because we are the only club in the world that offers a group to go to another area of the world from our Rotary, from our civic organization, to any place in the world and live at their home. And we're the only group that does it. Now, what I'm going to tell you about today is very unique. I went to the United Nations. I went to the United Nations in November. And this year it was about women and culture. And one of the speakers was Ted Eustace from the Maywood Rotary Club. And he said, you know, it's a wonderful thing to have an education. We want our children to have it. But when you go across the world, you don't get that in every country. Many times, the boys in the family go, the girls can't. There's no money left for the girls to go. So they end up having babies very early in life. And I do a lot of international traveling, and I see mothers walking on the line as the car is stopped. Bakshish, bakshish, bakshish. They want donations. Strapped to their back is a baby. You see a bunch of girls sitting in a circle, the way girls normally do sit in a circle. And what do you see? A lot of little babies crawling around, and sometimes so small. Here's a 15 or 14-year-old carrying a baby in her arms. So when Ted was speaking, I asked him, how much would it cost for a young girl to go to high school? He said, well, it's 4 years, and it would be $2,400. I began to think, we have 51 Rotary clubs. I don't know whether you realize it or not, but the Carney Club closed down. So we have 51 Rotary clubs. Every club gave just $100. Yeah. You would be giving a girl an opportunity to have a career. What a wonderful opportunity. For a young girl to go to high school, $2,400. $5,100 if every group gives at least 100. That's college, because college here is less expensive than here. So now we could go and get a girl who is not able to go to high school. Her parents, and it's very important to hear this, the parents have to give permission for her to live away from home because they live in a boarding school. They're there for 3 months, they're home for a few weeks. Back to school for 3 months, home for a couple of weeks. This gives them an opportunity, pardon me, to go to high school, have their uniform, have their books, and you know they're getting up every morning to go to class. If they're home, well, maybe mommy can't drive or daddy can't get her to school, she oversleeps, but not at a boarding school. We also would have a monthly report on how well she is doing in her classes. That's very, very important. But you know, Rotary is just like every organization in the world. It's just like governments. We send money, we send equipment to foreign countries, and many times it never gets to the location. The government takes over, somebody confiscated some of the equipment, some of the money never gets to where it should be. Well, we're not going to have that, because Ted belongs to the Maywood Rotary Club. And I called the president, and I said, I'd like to find out if it's possible, because you've already started this, and there's no reason to open up and start something from the very beginning when you already have an account, a bank account. You've already made the contacts in Kenya. If you could have your treasurer open up a special account just for this program, No money will go out of it until we know where it's going and who it's going to. She said, I'll speak to the treasurer. She called me in less than an hour and said, it's going to be set up. So we have this account where all the checks are made out to the Maywood Rotary Club Foundation, 501c3, a tax writer. So you go ahead, make out your check, you send the check to me, I tabulate, and we'll have enough clubs to take care of now 2 girls, because the Pompton Lakes Rotary Club, after I spoke before them, went before their board and said, you know, let's do a girl on our own. Part of the group, but we want to give her $2,400. So I got $2,400. I didn't get a chance to speak before the South Bergen Club because they had somebody hear me speak at the district governor's meeting, and they voted $600 to give to the program. So money is coming in above and beyond, so we will be able to send, we know now, 2 girls to high school. Definitely 2 girls to high school. Now, yeah, with 2 girls going to high school, we have a woman in Kenya. Her name is Bercy. She is going to set up a group of girls' names, send us their backgrounds, family background, give the parents, and the parents have to say in advance, yes. We're not going to take anybody also who's pregnant or anybody who is already married, because some of them marry very early. We're going to take a young girl that wants a career. Folks, for $100, how can you not give a child a career? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Yes?
Where did you say the school was?
It's in Kenya, South Africa.
Is it already built?
These schools are going for many years. They're boarding schools. The boys have been going to these schools for many years. And there's areas for the girls, areas for the boys. The schools have a very good reputation. First level, second level, and the elite level. We want to get the child to the best level because we want to get her prepared for college. Yes, you want to say something?
Yeah, we're still a little bit confused about how the
Could you
school-
talk a little louder?
I'm still a little bit confused about how the school is connected with Rotary.
Let me
It's
jump
not
in
connected
if
with
I may.
Rotary at all.
About
It is
20
an individual school, and we are a Rotary group that is helping children in a foreign country to have an education. The Maywood Rotary Club has built a nursery school, a kitchen in the school, because the girls and boys did not have the ability to have food. So all of this is done here, but we have contacts there.
Lois, let me
Yes.
jump in real quick. Tim Eustace, about 18 to 20 years ago, him and his partner went on vacation in Kenya, and they happened to come across the school. And Tim is very involved with the Maywood Rotary Club. And Tim saw a need, came back to his Rotary Club and said this school could use a school bus. And the Maywood Rotary Club raised enough money, purchased a bus, and delivered it. They then decided to adopt the school, and they actually, as Lois had mentioned, dedicate a large part of their foundation to the school, and many other clubs in our district have jumped on. They continued to visit the club. As a matter of fact, I think 8 or 10 Maywood Rotarians took a trip a few years ago to go over there and to work
But
on
they're
the
still
addition.
going.
So every year, it seems to get bigger and bigger, and more Rotarians get involved, and then I'm sure as how Lois got involved.
Right. And at this point, they haven't done this idea of high school and then college. We are the first one that's going to do the complete. And we're talking about 8 years of work that's going to go into this. Any other questions? Yes?
How often do you get updates on the child's life?
Pardon?
How often do you get updated on the child that if we sponsor?
We,
the
every
child?
month.
Every month you get updates?
Oh, every month, every month.
For 8 years?
For the 8 years, we're going to get it every month. Because we want to make sure when we give money, we're giving it to a real person. Because folks, I have to tell you something. There are problems with sending money to children overseas. It never gets to a child. Never. We are going to have pictures. We're going to have updates every month from the school. And if there's any problem We're going to see how we can help this child with the problem, whatever it is. Maybe she needs more money, more work in math or science or whatever it is. We'll see. But it won't cost us any more money than what we're now getting. Any other questions? Okay, I want to give you a gift. Each one of you has on the table my business card from Gift of Life America. This is not a Rotary program. This is a private foundation started by a fellow Rotarian, Nicholas Laganella from the Paramus Rotary Club. For 25 years, 26 years actually, I was a member of the Paramus Rotary Club until my business started expanding and I went into another club. But Nicholas Laganella, 15 years ago, started Gift of Life America because he saw so many children in New Jersey or any place in the United States having medical problems and their parents can't afford to give them what they need. We have given out millions of dollars in 15 years. We've done over 900 students where they've had anything from a car windows had to be tinted because of eyesight problems. They needed ramps because they had wheelchairs. They needed wheelchairs. They needed braces. You know, our government is wonderful. It helps a lot of children with a lot of needs. But if you get one pair of glasses, you're getting one pair of glasses. And if by any chance you sit on that pair or you lose it, that's it for the year. We give at least 2 pair. One, put away until you need the second pair. We have helped children with so many things. Illnesses, 26 letters, I can't even pronounce them. We've had children come to us that were born with deformed heads. Not Zika, the head is deformed, brand new baby. We have a company, believe it or not, Paramus, on Century Road. They build the caps and braces that go over the head, and they grow with the child until the head is properly formed. And we've had 2 children come to us. We've had mothers come to us, 4 or 5 children, 3 under 5. They don't have a refrigerator. They need a refrigerator. And I found out they didn't have the outlet 6 feet away from the machine so they could have an ice machine, but they could have a regular refrigerator. So we go out and buy a refrigerator for them. It's called Gift of Life America. I'm going to send some booklets around. Your president, and you'll all see the form. Please stand up. Thank you. There. You can see what it looks like, the booklets that we have. Pass them around to everybody so everybody gets to look at them. And I can get more for you. You're making more up for me now. Every club I go to, I give this gift. Now, why is it a gift to you? How many of you have your own business? How many work for companies? How many work at schools? How many people have relatives that might be able to use this? Folks, you can use this for your business. It's the best gift you can give anybody. It's not that you're telling somebody they can't afford something. You're telling them, I have somebody that can help you. Don't be embarrassed. Let people know that there's an organization that gives out money, not to you, but to the company that supplies the service. We don't give families money at all. Like the child in Kenya, we're protecting the money. Any questions about this?
I'd just like to ask you about this one.
Yes.
You said you give them like wheelchairs or something?
Yes, if they're brand new.
So it doesn't matter where area. We have somebody from Mawa.
Yes, no, any place in the state of New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, yes.
Thank you.
No problem at all. If anybody needs a van, we're not gonna give you $40,000 for the van, but we could give you up to $5,000 to start the program going.
That's nice.
Any other questions?
Very nice.
Okay, I want to thank you very, very much. Both of these programs are very important, but to help a child get a career, all the clubs here I've been to, and there are more coming. I have another club this evening, I'll be in Patterson. Every club I go to, I have no problems at all. I want to thank you.
You better not be the first one.
Thank you.